Now, like we did with the hard body, if you do not have $3,500, you're not going to be running the T56 or anything along that line, which means you're going to run either an AR5 or a T5. Now, the T5, comparative, here's an AR5 we have right here. AR5, when you run one of these, you have to use a 4L60 bell housing. 4L60 bell housing, not nearly as concave as this. It has very straight edge and kind of comes back very little compared to this housing, the stock housing on the AR5. In a lot of cases, that T5 is probably going to fit better because it has more of a, it's just got a better radius reduction as it comes back to the actual case of the transmission. The bell just works better for that. But we're in the AR5 because it's a pretty common junkyard, 5-speed now. A lot of T5s at this point, they're kind of a mid-range price. They're either like really cheap and they're going to fall apart, or, you know, it costs as much as an AR5. Either way, that's what we're running, AR5 here. So to run the AR5, you're going to go with a Fabbot Adapter Kit. On this case, we went with the stage 2 clutch, but everything is there to mate that transmission to that engine. They'll also send you a bell housing with it if you need one. You can also just order one on your own. The kit itself doesn't come with an option to not have the bell housing, if I remember correctly, so I just got it through Fabbot as well. So, and this one looks like this comes in 2 boxes. So we got our trans fluid, then we've got the slave and the 2 lines, and then the bolts, bell housing on there. Not sure if there's gonna be anything else. Got these suckers. Get this stuff out of here. Oh, actually, this is the adapter plate. It'll be in here. There we go. This is probably our clutch. And then this is our flywheel. Yep, there she be. Pretty flywheel. Heavy stuff. What's this guy doing? Oh no! It's the 944. Front end looks weird on that thing. Oh. So the nice part is, it's pretty simple. We just have to pop those bolts off. Yep. Right in there. And they're actually hex heads. So get those off. And then this will come right off. So start with that.
You could have somehow used the stock ECU. No, you said it was a pain to mess with the stock ECU.
Yeah.
What if you just kept taking little things off so that way it just ran, but you still had all the safeties on? Do you want me to do something instead of you doing everything?
I almost got it. Whoa.
Ooh, I don't know, man.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, yes. Here, get that.
It's like these two had Loctite on them. Oh, and then that. Something's in the way of that.
Do we have to get that? Surprised.
Yeah.
I feel like on the other ones, on the videos I've watched, they haven't had to do that.
Well,
we can take this off. That's not a big deal. Get a 10. Imagine. Just grab a 10 over there. We'll just bust it off. Where did you go? Oh, you stepped on him a little bit.
Did I really?
He's right there.
I don't see him.
He's next to your foot.
Oh!
It didn't hurt him somehow.
Do we want to kill him? No.
Nah, I just let him do his thing.
Let him live.
You know? Why not?
As long as it doesn't hurt us.
Maybe he'll be LS swapping a vehicle one day.
Yeah, that's a good point, man.
Is it 10?
You just said it was 10. I thought you were the... I didn't even test to see if it was loose.
I was like, that was ballsy.
That could have definitely...
Out of it.
Okay.
There's one more. There should be one. There's only like 2 bolts.
Yeah.
Right there.
Is this one whole unit? I
Yeah,
really
it's
am
one
not
whole
familiar
unit.
with this thing at all. Like,
Yeah,
why?
it's one whole thing. Yeah.
Like, there's no clutch fork?
No,
is this?
that's what it is.
That's what it is?
Yeah. That's all it is. That's what goes in and out. See?
So this thing is hydraulic.
Yeah.
And, oh, dude, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I'm just used to all my other stuff.
It's like so like.
Is there? Okay.
Well, that's off now.
Is there just like two?
It should just. Oh no. The last time I gave you a hammer,
No, I don't remember.
you hit yourself in the face. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Here, watch out.
There.
Yeah. See? Look at that. It's already coming off. But it is stuck still. So.
Well, I mean, you should be able to just hit everything off at once. You know? Yeah, there you go.
There
Look
it
at that.
is.
You got everything. Man, Chris, I've never seen a more powerful hammer.
Well, than a rubber mallet.
Where'd the wasp go?
Oh, dude, I don't know.
He must be out finding something else. God, you almost fell. Okay, take two.
You want me to?
Now is where the back gets destroyed. Look at this guy. Look at this. I used to be the strong one.
You can still probably do it. I just
Once you have it on, once we have this on, you'll see this. These ones right here will hit the bell.
Wait. I kind of see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Should we just shave down?
It comes with new hardware to do it.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it goes through the bell. Like it's, but. So either way, this hardware right here, you take this, just explode the bolts everywhere. So both of them are just going to go in through here. I think it's these ones.
Allen screws.
True. Like, didn't think about that before.
So freaking weird.
It's
like
pretty weird.
my sister's having a kid finally,
Yeah.
and it's just putting things into perspective for me. And I'm like, dude, maybe I used to hear about people running out of time
Yeah.
and them being concerned with time,
I mean, 30.
and I never really thought about it. I'm like, oh, whatever. And now that I'm getting up there near 30, I'm like, Jesus, man, like us biologically,
Yeah.
our abilities, and like just the meaning of life, it's starting to dwindle. The light at the end of the tunnel is getting dimmer and dimmer.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's weird too, like for us, like one of the things, there's like this random monologue in this video of just like life. I figure out this is gonna be a 14. It's probably a 14. But I'm using the 14 somewhere.
Yeah. Here. But also, my mom's Asian, right?
Yeah.
And
So you guys don't age?
well, no. I wasn't going with that. This is a side, kind of like a side quip, if you will.
Okay.
Pretty much, this is the year of the dragon,
Okay.
but it's the year of the blue dragon, which is apparently some special year for the dragon. I don't know.
Yeah. How often does that happen?
Every like 12 cycles or something. I don't know what it is.
Is it a
but
cycle a year?
no, it's
Oh.
like 12 years.
Oh, okay.
Because
so
there's like the dragon. I'm a rat.
what?
I was born in
Year of the
'96. That's
rat?
the year of the rat.
Oh, okay.
So like there's every year is a different animal, and so going along with freaking like, how the girls love the horoscopes
Yeah.
and signs. Well, that kind of goes along with it. Different years, different times of day, different freaking cycles of the moon,
Okay.
different cycles of different planets in their orbit.
Right.
Like it all comes into play. I was just saying, apparently this baby that my sister's gonna be having is supposed to be like really special.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's like gonna knock it out of the park just because he was born like at a certain time.
It's just like, at some point, these little kids turn into adults, right? We all turn into adults. And maybe he was,
That's like a really obvious statement.
Well, yeah, I'm just
But
saying. It's
like you don't sit back and think about it.
Tom Selleck even. Right? Try to picture that.
Yeah,
guy,
even
maybe.
Tom Selleck.
That fucking mustache when he came out.
Picturing Tom Selleck without a mustache is really difficult.
Right, yeah.
I think it's difficult.
I
for
kind of
everyone.
doubt he. I would believe that he had a mustache as a child. We're gonna have to look for some stuff. All right. Little.
Are you gonna do this? You're gonna double hand this one again?
Oh,
Do you want me to grab the phone again?
oh. I know, Chris. Then you film for 35 minutes straight.
Well that's fine with me.
35 minutes straight of you filming, or 35 minutes of me trying to get the sock on.
Oh, just both of them. Whatever. I'm not the one who has to edit this.
Bell housing it is, Chris. I have oil in my nose.
Well,
Feels great. You know, I see now I'm supposed to film you picking up the bell housing.
oh, you want me to put it back down here?
No, I mean,
No, I'm gonna put it.
Chris with the 30. All right, go ahead.
You ready?
Yep. I mean, oh, I missed it. Let's try again. Yeah, I zoomed in too far.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did. Okay.
Right. Serious face, or should I be smiling?
Try smiling. It's nothing serious. Hey, look at that.
But at least I'm smiling. If
It's a bell housing.
Oh, wait a second. It's not lined
Yeah,
up.
I think you were a little off there. Or completely upside down.
I could be.
You definitely, yeah, keep going. Yeah, like rotate. There it is. Cool.
Oh, perfect.
All right.
Or we're going to put it on?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything stopping us.
The Allen heads.
What about them?
You didn't torque those down.
Oh, no, I didn't.
What do you mean?
I nailed myself.
You did?
Yeah, there we go. On there.
Ooh, wow. Cut away from you towards me. That's nice.
Oh, isn't that what they tell you to do?
Yeah, that is true. You're doing it the best way. I haven't been stabbed before, but I imagine that's how it would feel.
You have been stabbed.
Oh yeah, you stabbed me.
stabbed
That was in middle school.
7th grade?
Yeah, I think it was 7th grade.
Yeah.
I was like, you were trying to find something in a classroom, and I was following you around.
Was it that? I thought we were fighting over a chair.
No, we weren't fighting.
I thought I stabbed you over a chair.
You just stabbed me out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, I've never said that I've been
I remember
a reasonable person.
I was taught, like, for some reason we were in there after class. Nobody was around. I was following you around like this, talking to you.
Yeah.
And you turn around, grab my hand, and you just, like, shoved a mechanical pencil into it. But what was that for? And then you just said, I don't know. Or something like that.
I was a dark person, man.
I don't know.
Okay, then this sucker comes with this. See this adorable little thing?
Yes.
How pretty that is. And how this works, right?
It goes in there. Wait a second. So this thing didn't have an O-ring on it. Is there an O-ring inside of there already?
Yes. So I probably don't need the one that's on it, yeah. What do you think, Chris?
That's good enough. I mean, could have it in there a little more if you want.
Where's my nail? Don't tell me I lost my nail again.
Oh, here it is. Installing it with a nail because it.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's fine.
Balloon it
I was
out.
wondering it might flare it out,
Yeah, I agree.
but that works.
Boom.
That's good.
Okay. Oh, shit. Let me take this doohicker. One recommendation I would have after doing this with a hard body is that you fill this with fluid before you put everything in the truck.
So you don't have to
Because,
lead it out so
yeah.
much.
Well, it's misleading because you can put this in 2 directions, but really you want to put it in like this, right? Which has like a tightening thing on it. And then you're going to go over here, and this goes over the adapter, but like it loops, like you want to loop this. And that was the part that like Eric and I did not.
Wait, you want to loop it around?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. This is what it does. You go like 180 out, like that.
Aren't we gonna have to take this all back off?
Huh?
Or are you not gonna tighten the Allen heads down?
Well, I mean, it depends if I remember to do that.
Okay.
Get over here.
You're making all these actions and you're like, oh well, yeah, maybe.
don't know,
100 foot-pounds.
I didn't watch it in the video. All right, give me
I don't
the
know.
phone.
It probably doesn't need to be that bad.
So this was 38, right?
Yeah.
All these were 38.
38 foot-pounds.
I love like distinctions like that. Hey, 40, 38. Just, I did 40.
There's got to be a reason they say it. Or maybe it's just to throw you off to make it seem like they're doing more of a job. Than
It's like to remind you to torque them.
Yeah, maybe.
You gotta make it a little different. Like.
Yeah.
Anyway, so these are all now torqued down. We've got our cables, or not cables, lines run for the clutch. And we've got this all in there. So now We gotta see what to do next. Chris is gonna take the flex plate off now while I look up the torque specs for this. All right, apparently he's gonna beat me to the torque specs.
Okay, there you go.
Damn, Chris, you should join a NASCAR Xfinity team.
Those guys are really good.
Probably. I'm gonna see if I can get the cross member unbolted. Which doesn't particularly sound fun. Something like that.
Okay, should be good. Just go around one more time, make sure. Just flying.
Look at it. What?
Alan.
No, shut up, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Well, that's a problem.
Are you gonna do these finger tight too?
Guess the clutch is flying off. You can't just hit it raw.
I know, but man, the rubber mallet's just not transferring.
Well, you gotta give it like some beans, dude. Ooh, clutch. You got that in the right way?
Yeah. How does it line up? So right here. This we really have to torque down evenly.
So what are you gonna torque it to again, Chris?
Friggin' where my hand wants. You know what I mean?
With our brand new Harbor Freight hex sockets.
Like how much easier it is with the right tools. Isn't that crazy?
So now we have the clutch on the engine,
Clutch is on.
which means the next thing we do is lube up the what do you call it? Oh yeah. That little, did you see that? It like stood up for a second. How many minutes did we struggle with this?
There's quite a
What do you
few.
think?
20 minutes?
Yeah, it's pretty
It's like digging
pretty
around.
difficult. We could not get it lined up.
Quite a few minutes.
We tried pulling it with the bolts, that felt sketchy. Finally we tilted it up like this and humped it into place, pretty much.
It worked.
It worked. It was kind of painful because I just had this rod right in my groin.
I really do wonder what it was getting caught up on.
I think
Because it went in.
I think it was the vertical. There's nothing stopping us, Chris.
Nothing?
Nothing except that other brace. Ooh, mama. It's going a little sideways, weirdly enough.
I feel like this should be something you would be recording.
I am recording it.
Oh.
But I'm going to put it on that, yes. It's close. I mean, cutting the floor out is not a big deal, right? So, guys, what we're talking about is in order to get the AR5 in, you can see here's our stock shifter location. And the shifter itself, which they cut this off to fit it in a 240, it's hitting the tunnel right there. And the head is only about an 1/8 inch from the firewall. So you're not really getting more space. You're not going to come back, you know, to center this up, you have to come back a whole nother 2 inches. So in that case, the other problem is that down there, the tail shaft is riding right on the cross member. So all of this floor in front of this right here, probably like in this area, is going to need to be cut out, and then a shifter kind of relocated back here so that we have enough room to pull the transmission up.
What?
It's got about, I think it's clear.
But it's also, yeah, I think it's fine.
It might just be touching. I can't tell. No, it's not touching. We're clear.
Yeah, it's...
Like when I make the new mounts that are a 1/2 inch taller, that'll clear the space back here. It'll clear the steering link, and then it just becomes a matter of cutting the floor for the shifter.
Yeah, it's also just barely not touching here.
Yeah, it's like what, like 1/16 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch roughly, last I looked.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it is. It's just so stiff in the back, you know? Like it's the majority of the challenge is just getting things to fit with the least amount of modification.
Right.
You know, if we didn't have a problem with that, we would have just chopped the whole firewall out of it and and we would have put it wherever. Yeah. So and we would have welded in a whole new tunnel and all that stuff. But I'm not here for that. Like,
Yeah.
as close as least amount of work for that stuff, and then we'll just work on the rest of the mount stuff. That works. And then obviously I wasn't gonna be able to do this myself. Like,
So is it like what? My question is, what's the next step?
next step is get the engine mounts fixed.
Okay.
Right, so they're long enough to give it the height off the steering arm, and then check that, make sure the steering arm doesn't get in the way of that. Which, I mean, we could do that now, but then the cut the hole in the floor so you can get the transmission like where it needs to be.
Right.
Then once that's done, you got to take the cross member, the actual transmission cross member, build that up however it needs to be built so we can bolt the transmission in. Then at that part, hard parts are like you got the engine and transmission in, so it just turns into exhaust, cooling, and fuel. The drive shaft, obviously.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
you know, just like the majority of everything that's left. But
All we did was set this in there. That's
yep,
all we did. Man, it took all day
it did take
to
all
just
day.
set this in there.
Yeah,
Man.
to set the transmission in there, really, because the engine sat in there, no problem.
Right. It's dinner time for you.
Yeah,
Maybe it's time for me to go.
apparently.
I'm not kicking you out, I'm just saying.
Oh no, that's fine. I've been here all day. I'm hungry too. I gotta
Yeah.
go get something to eat.
All right.